at the World Championships about a month ago.
He loves that position, doesn't he? Hunting them down, you know, really reeling them in. He's known for the back end of his 100-metre. He motors home, so
and three of those 4 swimmers from the Commonwealth Games that were on the Gold Coast, all were the #1 ranked swimmer in the world at one point in time.
Leendo Edwards, the lead-off swimmer for Canada. Barras for England. Flynn Southam for Australia. And with that, the Australians in like Flynn and away. The 17-year-old leads them off. Lane 4 for Australia. Wales alongside them in lane 3. Good start also by England, and the Canadians have got away very well through Leendo Edwards, who seem to get the best of the starts. Leendo Edwards for Canada, Barras of England, and Flynn Southam gets going now, pushing up into 4th, maybe just a little off that place in 5th.
He didn't have a good start, Flynn Southam. His stroke rate is quite a lot lower than the men beside him. He seems to be reeling them in a little bit here now, moving through to 3rd position, but it was a great start by the Canadian.
Leendo was 3rd in the 100 free of the World Championships only a month or so ago. So the bronze medalist, a very nice handover in Australia. It was a good back 50 by Flynn Southam, got them into 3rd position. So Zach Inserti in the water now. The Aussies after the first 100 in 3rd position. England 2nd, Canada leading still.
I think that start, you know, really has put Canada into a great position. We do have our 2 strongest swimmers in this race in the back end, so in the second part of it, that will be coming out. But we want to be close to the front coming into this one, where we have Yang coming up next, and then Kyle Chalmers, who does not have a moustache anymore. And so things are a little bit more serious.
Zach Inserti looking pretty good here. The time by Flynn Southam was actually a personal best time for him. We know Inserti hasn't been well, but he's put Australia in a good position, 3rd place, just 0.17.
Did a really good job. We mentioned he was off in the earlier swim, but really strong from the West Aussie there. So Southam and Zach Inserti setting it up. 3rd place for William Yang to go into the water. James Guy there for England, and it's Finlay Knox. But the first 50 for Yang. He's got the lead now. A half a second from Canada and England, with Kyle Chalmers to come. The chaser's not going away. Guy finding something. So is Finlay Knox.
Guy was great off the turn, but Yang has continued, maintained the lead. The kick creases going into the wall, stretches out the stroke with straight arms. King Kyle goes in, and we do have a lead and almost a second of it.
100 to go, less than 100, and Kyle Chalmers, position A1 for him, where he loves to be. Sometimes it's doing the chasing. Here he's going to be chased, so he'll need to hang on to this lead. 3/4 of a body length, with Tom Dean coming hard after him, with a big crowd right behind him. Canada in 3rd spot. Kyle Chalmers halfway down, needs to hang on here. It's half a body length, trying everything. Tom Dean for England in lane 5, pushing and pushing hard. Here comes Chalmers, cheering on Inserti, cheering on his teammates. Can he hang on? Does he get it done? Is it 3 gold on the night for the Australians? Yes, it is. Defending their title. New Games record. Australia win. England 2nd. Canada 3rd.
Wow, looking at all those times by the Australians, they were personal best times. Flynn Southam, 48.54. His previous personal best was 48.60. The rest of them, of course, had a fly start, but really strong swimming by all of the Australians. Tom Dean looked like he was really coming back in that final 50 metres. But King Kyle, he loves it, doesn't he? That last 25, holding them off the massive 6-beat kick. A wonderful swim.
He's usually more accustomed, I think, in these relays of having to make up ground, and really he loves hunting. But great to see that the men and the women have both done so well in this relay at these Commonwealth Games.
And the camaraderie, you see it. A lot of these Australians have been overseas in Europe for a long time now. They had the World Championships recently. They get to know the athletes from the other countries very well.
And
one
a very
for the Sea Battle
excited,
pool deck.
and a very excited Flynn Southam, the young man who led it off tonight for Australia in a PB. You see him here on the screen with some our more experienced swimmers like a Kyle Chalmers, and of course Zach Inserti and William Yang in there as well. A great way to finish off the night, these two relays. We were talking about, we have one gold medal with one world record going into this final part with multiple medals across the board. And this has meant that this is another successful night in the pool. Adds to what we did on the opening night. That is Flynn Southam on the start off the blocks to get Australia off.
And congratulations to Flynn. You know, his first major final at an international benchmark meet and a personal best time. It's not easy to do when there's pressure like that. He would have felt a lot of nerves, but relay is often an opportunity where athletes do rise to the occasion.